It's been about a week. I got injured below the belt. We don't need to talk about that. This is not where I'm currently living. I'm babysitting a dog. Say hi, bud. You can see his butt. And I've been working too much. So be it. Let's finally talk about Loki. So Loki episode 4 was on Disney Plus about a week ago now. I'm about a week behind. The next episode comes on Wednesday, 2 days from now. And where we last left off with Loki was the weird other planet spot, and there was like the apocalypse happening. That episode was kind of slow and boring and felt like setup. But we start the episode on Asgard when Sylvie is a child, and we see her taken from Asgard. And then it goes back to that other planet, and we get out of the planet back to the TVA, where, thank God, Owen Wilson shows back up. They are taken in, put in their own little prison cells. The prison cell where Loki's at, you got Lady Sif constantly torturing him. By the way, this is just all spoilers at this point. There's nothing more for me to just not spoil and then rate. So, spoilers ahead. I'll put that in the title. What was I doing? If you want to just know my score, go ahead and just fast forward to the end. I'll put down the exact time that I actually give that so you can see that. So I don't spoil anymore for you, because it's just spoiled. So anyways, Loki's in a little prison cell with Lady Sif, and she's saying, oh, how you're terrible, blah, 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 blah. He's awful, he's evil, how could he betray them like that, blah, 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 whatever she says. And it keeps repeating itself over and over and over again. It's a torturous way of messing with Loki's mind, I guess. And Loki kind of admits things in this episode, that he's kind of a narcissist, and that he's kind of a turd sometimes, and not the best to be around. And I like that we are definitely getting some of Loki's inner demons coming out in this show. This show almost... WandaVision kind of felt like therapy for Wanda. This show is feeling like therapy for Loki, in a sense. Loki is going through a lot, and letting things out that we may not... A lot of things that we didn't know as an audience, maybe things he never let out to himself even. And I think that's really cool, how those two shows in particular, WandaVision and Loki now, are kind of therapeutic for their characters. I think that's something really cool that we do not see in the Marvel movies. Now, I liked Owen Wilson in this episode once again. I'm so happy he was back in this episode since he wasn't in the last episode. And he knows there's something up. He is doing his investigative work to figure out what is going on. Eventually realizes the TVA isn't the greatest, and goes to Loki, says, I'm on your side, basically. I'm summing this all up. But I love that how Morbius does all this investigative work, all the things he's going through, and finally how the talk with Loki is, and how it comes about, what he says to Loki. I think that was really, really great. And it was much needed after that episode without him. I think everything with Morbius in this episode was fantastic. Then there's the other part where Sylvia is taken back with, I forget what the name of the guard is. Maybe I'll put it down below here sometime. But I can't remember what it is. But the guard, she takes Sylvia back to the spot where she took her body over and says, show me my memories. Because in this episode we find out that maybe the TVA people are all just kind of mindless robots, essentially. They had lives, and they were taken away from them, turned into mindless robots, is essentially how I get this, in my weird kindergarten way of saying things. And that scene was so freaking powerful. The actress who was playing that guard, I'm going to put him down here, features on her face just showed so much, and she did such a great job in that, 1 60-second scene. It was absolutely fantastic. Just showed all the pain, the hurt, everything. And I love that particular scene. Going back to Loki, Mobius then. Mobius is like put away to nothing. And I hope Owen Wilson once again comes back. I hope he's not just in the show for 3 episodes, half the show. I really hope he's somewhere. Which he might be, considering the end of this episode, which we'll get back to later. Anyways, Loki's all set, which, Tom Hiddleston, great job as well. You can see his hurt and pain when Mobius is taken out. Absolutely fantastic from Tom Hiddleston. Then we're brought to the little chamber with the Watchers, and we find out they're robots, which was really freaking interesting. The idea that we have these robots, such an interesting little twist that I did not see coming. This almost feels like a finale, but we still have, what episode we're on? 4. We have 2 more episodes. We got 2 more hours of this thing. And it kind of felt like the finale, even though it's not. There's so much more to come, it seems. But I love that these are robots, and there's something deeper and darker going inside the TVA that we still don't know about yet. And I'm really excited to see what it is. Now, at the end, there's that big fight. Loki is zapped away. End credit scene shows Loki somewhere, thinking he's dead or in hell or something like that. And there's other Lokis. And they're in some post-apocalyptic world. Yeah, I finally said that. And I think that was Avengers Tower in the back. I'm not sure. But there are definitely other Lokis there. This show is getting insane. I think the next episode is going to be that image we've seen from the trailers and such, where Loki's dressed up as Loki for president and stuff. I think this is a comic that I've not read. But I think this next episode is going to be insane. And it's going to lead up to, hopefully, a good finale. I hope that Loki has the first really good finale. WandaVision's was fine. It was good. There was just some things that really bugged me about it. Falcon Winter Soldier was fine. Just a couple things that really bugged me about it. They felt rushed. Both of them felt extremely rushed. It felt like COVID happened. They couldn't do what they wanted to do, so they had to quickly do something and get it out. Because movies and other things, and this all has to connect, so we all have to get it out at a certain time. And that's what really bugged me with the first 2 Disney Plus Marvel shows. And I'm hoping Loki sticks the landing a little bit better than WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier. In the end, though, I really, really liked this episode. I don't think I liked it quite as much as episode 2. For this one, I'm going to go an 8 out of 10. So, episode 5 comes out in 2 days. Let me know your thoughts on the first 4 episodes. I'll hopefully have another movie review at some point. Some other stuff I might actually try to catch up. I have, like, this week off of work, so, that'll be good. I'm going to get some stuff done. Anyways, we'll see you next time.